What's up guys, today I'm in a 2005 Mini Cooper S, and this is for you Mini fans out there. This is the R53 model Cooper S, and I'm going to be giving you an honest review of this car and what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and my experience of driving it. So I've had this car for about a few weeks now. I've just been getting to grips with it and seeing what it's like, and so far, it's been enjoyable. So I'm actually, every time I've gone out and tried to film in this car, I've found it quite difficult to just be able to talk about driving it, because it's so enjoyable. I get carried away actually doing the driving rather than talking about what the car's like to drive. So let me just give you some facts about this car. It's a 1.6 litre supercharged engine. As you know, Mini is owned by BMW, so this is of course a BMW Mini. And weirdly enough, I've found so many similarities between this car and my 1 Series, like the radio, the boot latches, all sorts of small things are strangely identical. Even the way the trip computer works, very similar to the 1 Series. I'll put up some of the specs on this car on the screen so you can see it. I think the horsepower is somewhere in the range of 160, 170 horsepower. So it drives pretty well. I mean, there's something about the whine of this supercharger. Every single time you put your foot down, you just want to carry on going. Such a good sound. One thing that is pretty cool about it is that the steering and the ride is all pretty firm. In fact, the steering in this car feels identical to my car, just the feel of it. Might not be the same internals, but behind it, it's very solid, and there's a lot of response from the road. The suspension is hard, but if you're driving with passion, that's the only way I can describe it, it's quite good. I mean, you can feel everything that's happening underneath. In some cars, to get any kind of thrill experience of speed, you have to really put your foot down and do some driving that you can't do on public roads. Whereas this, on the other hand, you can be doing 30-40 miles an hour and having the time of your life. Obviously everything is relative. If you're used to driving really high performance cars, then you're not going to feel that way. But it all depends on what you make out of it. If you try and make the most out of the experience you're having, you'll enjoy it a lot more. A lot of thought has gone into the design of this. It looks unique, it's like no other car. I think that's what drew a lot of people to buy Minis when this model initially came out. It's just the design of it is so unique, this interior. You get the little kind of aircraft looking air vents that you see in newer Mercedes these days. That was already here in these Minis back in 2005, and it still looks just as good. So the overall build quality of it is pretty good, but I have noticed a couple of things that I don't like. Build quality wise, interior materials, not too sure about some of them. I mean, there's a bit too much. Well, I know most cars are made out of plastic, most of the interior materials are plastic, but some of the feel of the plastics in this car are a bit too rough, a bit too hollow sounding, and there's this rattle from the entire dashboard that you get. I know I've read online and a couple of people have been able to fix that by adding padding or foam or all kinds of stuff into their dashboards to try and get around the issue or just stop it from making as much noise as it does. Those are all minor things. It's minor things when you look at the bigger picture of what this car is about. I'm really trying to do justice to how good this car really is, but it's hard hard to describe it from just being behind the wheel. I think it's something that you have to experience yourself. And it might seem like, why am I ranting on so much about a Mini Cooper? I mean, but amazing thing about this car is that you can pick one of these up now with decent mileage in good condition for around £2,000 to £3,000. Now, I wish I'd driven one of the more recent Minis, because the latest Cooper S is actually turbocharged instead of supercharged. It'd be nice to see what the difference is like. I think the size and weight of this car is something else that makes it very fun as well. Like, if you put your foot down to the floor in second gear, the wheels are still going to spin in this car. I've been thinking to myself recently, would I be happy changing my 1 Series for one of these? And it's a question that I still haven't quite been able to answer, because when I'm not inside the car and I'm thinking about the comfort and wide quality of the other one, obviously my mind is drawn towards the 1 Series. But when I'm behind the wheel of this, there's like no way would I want to switch for a different car. I think this definitely isn't a car that would appeal to everyone, but if you're looking for something that has a bit of fun and a bit of drama, then it's the right car for you. A bit of fun and drama, but it's still a decent car to live with.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.